country, and I think our patriotism has went up a lot.
Yeah, I agree. All right, DoorDash is not a Canadian company. Skift used to be a Canadian company, although technically isn't anymore with operations here.
Okay.
But they're partnered with PC Optimum Rewards, and I realize we're not
Evening
privacy
one and
experts
all.
here, but this is where I start to worry about your
Monday
information,
evening.
because right, you've got
I'm
some
just
trading
giving
and
a
stuff going
stroll
on.
in
DoorDash
at
has got a
Toronto here.
competition suit against
driving
them
in the
from
West
Competition
End now.
Bureau. That's come up. Their stock has been
I'm
up.
gonna head to
They're
Jane
worth a ton of
Street
money,
and
and
show
now
you
PC
Jane
Optimum
Street
Points
and
integrating everything
different
together to save points, and we've seen this with WestJet,
attraction,
Lululemon, we've seen all kinds of just wildly different
landmark
landscapes
building
starting to
or
become
whatever.
best friends.
Yeah, and that's sort of what it's
So-
about now, right? It's about alliances, right? Because if you're PC Optimum, you want
Just
to get
sit
more
back and
people
just
into your ecosystem, into the PC Optimum
look on the
family.
place.
If you're DoorDash, you want the same. You want to get some of those people, and you want to differentiate yourself from
Please
the other delivery
comment
companies.
and
That's
share.
how it works now in Canada.
Some
right?
people don't know the
Canadians kinda-
place, the
You pick a
streets,
partner.
so
You pick one company that you want to be with.
you
You know,
can-
my
I'm
instance,
just
I've
introducing
got the
different
PC
streets to
Optimum.
you
I
guys.
shop at No Frills. I get my gas with that.
And
So
show
I'm trying
you
to maximize
about
as
some
many
driving going
PC
on.
Optimum points as I can so I can get money back and points back. And that's what everyone does. You kind of pick one of the loyalty programs and then line up all your spending.
Right at this location there's a speeding
I
camera.
don't know how Starbucks works,
You
but I
cannot
know
go more
that,
than
this
50.
is how Mel does it, so she never
So when
pays
you're
with
going
her
down
card
this look, you'll
at
have to
Starbucks. She does
always
free
remember
loads or
put on your
Starbucks
brake.
card, 'cause then she gets more
and don't go
Starbucks.
over
And then
50.
you get more points because you pay through their
Else you're gonna
internal
get a
system.
ticket.
So she pays, I don't know, $10, $15 onto a gift card, and then because she's paying from the gift card, she gets more points, therefore she gets more frequency. So some of them can really pay off if you pay attention to it. To me, it feels like an awful lot of work.
I think that if you set it up properly with everything being digital now, it's actually not a lot of work. It's pretty easy to set them up, and once you get it going. And
This
then
is
you just
still a
get in
50
the
zone.
habit of going to the same spots all the time. You just make sure you use the card, you have your Optimum points card in your wallet, your digital wallet.
I'm still in the West End.
Yeah, actually, now that you say that, with Shell, I have AMA, and I'm doing credit card CAA, and then on the Shell card, and then with the credit card with this now, it starts to really, and airlines, it starts, I mean, maybe what's the reason I get credit now, but I'm starting to get a lot of them now because of that. And, but it's and then you pull up with the app and you just enter in the pump number when you get there, and when the pump turns on, it goes through the app, charges your credit card, you don't have to do anything, you just walk over to the pump, don't even have to push any buttons, just press the phone and press the car. So to your point, if you do get it all integrated, but that's where that information flow thing really gets me. So like, well, wait a second, what are they watching? There's got to be value there somewhere.
Yeah, you gotta have trust right in the company. That's why you gotta be careful. You don't sign up to too many loyalty programs with companies you're not familiar with, because you never know what they're doing with your data.
You said about the Canadian support. Roots has benefited from that in a big way with this pro-Canadian support, which is kind of cool to see a company that's been around for so long do that. You see other companies around a little bit more with the shirts and stuff that we used to see. What do you see that's going on with some of these groups that are really benefiting from this Buy Canadian stuff?
Yeah, Roots is a very interesting situation too. I mean, it's got such heritage in Canada, right? And it really kind of hit its peak a couple decades ago. But they're doing really nice. Their numbers are up, and they've got quality merchandise. And to your point, I think Canadians it's more a perfect example. Even though they were started by some American guys, they're a really Canadian company. They got a factory in Canada.
So this car just passed me with a speed. It's a 40 zone.
Sponsor the Olympics.
And I'm sure I'm going
Olympic
40
athletes,
and you
so
overtake.
There's not a lot more Canadian than Roots.
I'm telling you, man, when the cops supposed to be here, no cops. I wonder why.
That one, why they built it, and then I don't know who bought it. Sky Service Airlines Roots Canada, and then it ceased operations after a month due to a merger with Canada 3000. Then Canada 3000 went bankrupt after that. So they were open for a month, March 26, 2001. Toronto, Calgary, Vancouver. Yeah. Oh well. The hoodies are great though.
Yeah, definitely. Clothing's good stuff.
All right, Bruce Winder, thanks for popping in. It's great to see you.
Yeah, anytime. Take care, Shane. Bye now.
All right, Shane Hewitt and the Night Shift. There you go. Some of the business stories from in and around Canada to get you up to date with what has been going on. That will be shared on the
Okay.
to pass that on to your business friends. And if you touch the little heart button on the podcast and follow, review, and sharing with friends is a big favor to us. Okay, what bugs bug you? What bugs can you not do? We've got a couple more text messages and some iHeart app messages, plus in case you missed it, coming up next.
Time for News Talk 1010 Time Saver Traffic.
Still have emergency crews clearing away a collision on the ramp from North Allen to the west 401. Minor delays getting past. Westbound 401 approaching Bayview in the collectors. We have a broken down truck. The right lane is blocked. Looks like MTO help has arrived. Both directions on the Bayview extension through Pottery Road and Nesbitt Drive closed off for a collision investigation. Southbound Kennedy still blocked past Eglinton for a police investigation. Suffering from erectile dysfunction, Eurogen ED provides treatment without needles, drugs, or surgery. Visit EurogenED.com and call 416-707-2020. Newstat 1010 weather. Clear skies tonight, low of 16. Tomorrow, showers on the way. Risk of a thunderstorm. Humid high of 26. It's 20 degrees. Time saver traffic. I'm Jennifer Young. Your next update, 9 o'clock on News Talk 1010 Toronto.
Tonight when your head hits the pillow, appreciate that you have a pillow. And if you get up to use the bathroom, be thankful you have a bathroom. Because things you take for granted are not granted to everyone. What else? Don't let homelessness assumptions
This street
get in
is
the way of
going
homelessness
ravine.
solutions. Go to CanadaCanDoIt.ca. Help the Canadian Alliance to end homelessness. The Ford government's Bill 124 capped public sector wages at 1%. That means your neighbor, your parent's care worker, and your community mental health worker were all pushed into poverty. A year after it was repealed, the Conservatives have given some workers their money but ignored others. Social service workers can't be ignored anymore. Our communities are struggling.
Driftwood.
And when politicians pick winners and losers, we all lose out. Workers
I'm
now
just
begin
driving
to
on
pay
Driftwood
for
right
what
now.
they're for. This message brought to you by QP and OFSU SEPCO members.
Julia's birthday month at Tom's Place, so celebrate Tom's 69th birthday June 7th. His sister Annette and Tom Jr. also celebrate in June. Select designer suits are $369 each or 3 for $969. Select dress shirts only $69. Upstairs sports jackets are $109 off. Tag Happy Birthday Tom on their social media at Tom's Place GO for a chance to win a $569 shopping spree. Tom's Place in Kensington Market will suit you. We treat every single customer as well as repeat customers like gold. We make them feel special. We make them feel that we appreciate the items they bring in. Alec Van Ryck of Van Ryck Jewelers. They can feel totally relaxed and content and know that they are dealing with a company with a reputation. Van Ryck Jewelers. Visit them online at vanryck.com. Let us prove to the customers that we can make this a memorable occasion, because I know we can.
In Sweden, minimalism doesn't mean boring. It means removing the unnecessary and perfecting what remains. Polestar 3, the electric SUV with sports car performance. No bells, no whistles, just design and performance perfected. Until June 30th, enjoy a $25,000 cash offer. Uphold that Toro qualified. Yes, $25,000. Polestar 3. Visit Polestar Uptown Toronto or Polestar.com. Conditions apply. You bring the vibe. We bring the experience. Oshiega on iHeartRadio in Montreal. You can win 2 gold weekend passes to see the Killers, Dochi, Olivia Rodrigo, and more. With travel from TripCentral.ca, 4 nights at Montreal Marriott Chateau Champlain, and $500 spending cash. Just listen to this station on the iHeartRadio app for 10 minutes every day for your chance to win iHeartRadio experience. Oshiega.
Going on vacation? Spending money in another currency? From dollars to dong, pounds to pesos. If you're still using major banks, you could be getting ripped off. Instead, use Wise and save up to 3 times compared to major banks when you spend money in another currency. Download the Wise app today. Wise, the app for doing things in other currencies.
And go.
Terms and conditions apply.
With Virgin Plus, you get an affordable phone plan and member benefit discounts on food, fashion, and entertainment, which means they're delicious. Delicious. And
Love that I'm out shopping more.
and
They've got your
years even.
What was I even doing with my life before signing up with Virgin Plus and getting to do all this fun stuff?
And who doesn't want Plus? Get plans starting from $40 a month when you bring your own phone with Virgin Plus. Obviously, includes auto-pay credit. Conditions apply. Visit a Virgin Plus store or virginplus.ca for details.